Hello everyone, welcome you all to this Module 2 session of Multimedia and Desktop Publishing. Today we are going to cover steps in multimedia production and multimedia production team. Before going into the topic, let me introduce myself. For those who don't know me, my name is Jason Paul. I have completed degrees in computer science stream. I love teaching and also do repairs of computer in base of hardware and software, and also have done several project works for college students. Let me go into the class. Multimedia production. In creating multimedia, there are several phases we are going to see in this class one by one. They are classified as steps in multimedia production. So in each phase you have to be careful, the requirement should be fulfilled, otherwise the production will fail. So you have to have a very good planning with time efficiency. The first thing you have to do is conceptual analysis and planning. What it means: identify appropriate theme, budget and content availability on the selected theme, or copyright issue. For example, you are creating one of the project, namely any kind of invention or any teaching tutorials or whatever it might be. You have to have a particular theme or a purpose. Without a purpose, we cannot move on with the next phase. For example, to do an online class, you have to set a theme that it should be projected to all the students and to get the feedback. So these are like a themes. You have to identify the appropriate theme and set a budget. According to the budget, you make a progress of it. And also, with relevant to the requirements of the theme, you have to check with the content availability whether it will be available and can be provided to the particular concern area. For online classes, for example, shall we provide any kinds of content to the students via online? So in that angle you have to think about. So that is called as conceptual analysis and planning. It's a planning phase and it should not have a copyright issue. It should be genuine on its own. Nextly, project design. After making the budget and planning in a well-phased way, we can move on to the next phase of the steps in multimedia production, which is project design. In the project design, we see objective specific statement, goal general statement, and activities series of actions. So object specified statement means, for example, I have already told, for online classes, for example, if you take a theme online class, it should be have a two object, namely teacher and students. So according to the parents spectrum, it should specify some kind of availability activities, and according to the teachers area, we should give some kind of priority. So that is called as objective specific statement. Goals general means it, for example, in the online class, a teacher have a specific area, have a specific goal, and student area have a specific goal. In the student area, the goal should be they should receive the content and also they can give a feedback or get questionnaires. So these are called as goal general statement. So it should be provided on that area. After that, make a relevant activities to interact with teacher and students. So through online classes, I am making a theme here. So here the teacher and student can communicate with each other through online. So it is called as activity series of action. So with the base of the objective is we are having a theme called online class, and the students and teacher can communicate via online. So that is a theme, and making a budget, and they can communicate with each other. With the plan, I have projected a design. So it is called as project design. In this phase, we should be very careful. It should be relevant to the planning activity. Nextly, pre-production. With the plan and design, we have to initiate an design and you have to produce it as a production, because only when you produce it you get a feedback whether it is good or not. Even in a movie they produce a trailer. If the trailer hits, they make it as a movie, otherwise they won't create it. Likewise, here also in every kinds of themes and objectives you have to have a pre-production. It should be based on planning and design. After pre-production, budgeting should be made. Planning is done, the design scope of flow is made. After that, you have to create a budget. In the budget area, you have to focus on consultant, hardware, software, travel, communication, and publishing. Everything should be calculated as per the recommend. If the recommends is minimal, you have to make a budget as a minimal conception. If you have a higher budget, you can make it as even as possible. So budget should be altered accordingly. Nextly, multimedia production team. After planning and designing and making a budget, you can move on to the next phase, which is multimedia production team. In that, team effort is mainly focused. In the team comprised of members playing various roles and responsibilities are scheduled here. What are the groups are there? They are script writer, production manager, editor, graphic or architect, multimedia architect, and webmaster. These are the areas available in multimedia production team. These members have a specific activity on their own. They do the activity based on the theme and planning which is given to them. So they have their own activities which is separately given to them as a roles and responsibilities for them. So that comes under multimedia production team. So after it being given to the team, hardware and software selection should be made. It should be rooted out according to the planning and according to the design. The hardware and software should be given to the team members as per the funds available. If it is minimal, you can have a minimal hardware configuration and software configuration. If it is high, you have to do accordingly, according to the plan and design. Nextly, multimedia production. In the multimedia production, as I said earlier, you have to define the content. Without specifying the content, we cannot proceed. We have planned and also designed and also done a budget, we have seen in the previous slide. And now in the multimedia production, we have to have a core area which have to define the content. So here is a content specialist who is a multimedia architect, prepares the narration, bullets and charts and tables. He frames out design and make a content out as important points. So it's a duty of the multimedia architect. Accordingly, we have to make a content of it. After you make a content, you have to prepare the structure. Is the next phase. Structure defines the activity, the responsible person for each activity, and the start and end time for an activity. For example, a content of online class is given by the multimedia architect. He frames out a content should be given to the from the teacher to the student. In the preparing structure, the activity should be between teacher and the students, and the end time will be on the duration of the online classes. So it should be structured in particular way. We can schedule time, we can also have a feedback from them also. Then production. In the production, activities like background music selection, sound recording, text using OSIA software, pictures shot by digital camera, video clips are shot, edited and compressed. A pilot project is ready by this time. So we are focusing on this topic, online classes. So here we make a design between teacher and student. For attraction purpose, we create a pictures on the go and also some kind of slides, popular teaching slides on the website. So the parents or the students who view it will get attracted. So it's the main area is the production. You can also add a background music which invites the viewers to be involved in the activity. So it's like a uh, mini trailer production. So is the production area. After it's also called as pilot project. Afterwards, testing is done. In the testing area, the pilot product or the trial product which we have made is tested if any failures coming or not. So if no failures and have a good feedback, it will be shown to the viewers. Otherwise, it will be reframed. So in the testing area, they test whether the browser supports and a particular software support for all the devices. For example, if we consider WhatsApp, it should be used in all the devices. If not, it will be a failure product. So they test it on the go. So test whether the software and hardware support every other devices or the particular production. After production, documentation is very essential. What the main purpose of documentation is, the beginners or the novice user who doesn't know about a particular software activity can use the user manual accordingly to activate particular activities on the screen to make it function. So for example, you can if we consider a Word document, they create a shortcut key like F1 for help. For using search, I don't know particular active, for example, how to find and replace, I never know. Means I can go on the manual documentation which is available and given by the Microsoft team. I can go there and search and find out how to do find and replace in the document. So document has a major role for the beginners who can learn by themselves. Nextly, delivering the multimedia product. After generating a particular project in a well-fashioned way with documentation, it can produce it as a CD or DVD given as a physical devices, physical equipment, or it can be produced and shown on internet. Most of the users nowadays use internet as a purpose because online activities saves the time and easily reach all the group of people throughout the world. So delivering the multimedia product is essential to get fans grow. So this is about the steps in multimedia we have seen in this phase, and in that area we have focused some kind of activity like multimedia production team, and the team members we have seen as a short in steps in multimedia. I'm going to explain it in a higher way. Managing team members maximum outcome, high degree of efficiency is mandatory in multimedia production. We have seen after planning, after designing, after budgeting a particular project design, it is given to the team members. The team members are classified as script writers and so on. They have roles and responsibility, but the person who involved should have a very good positive outcome. Yeah, that person will work. That kind of idea should be had, and they should have a very good efficiency in creating, so that the outcome will be very positive. Production manager. The purpose of production manager is to define and coordinate the production of multimedia project in time and with full quality. Expertise in the technology, expert, good at proposal writing, good communication skill and budget management skill. The production manager is the topmost of the team member. He is responsible for directing the project. He acts like a director who communicates with all the team members and showing the budget and schemes of the project, and also telling the flow of the project to have a better quality. So it's the purpose of the production manager who involves as a director. Nextly, content specialist. performing all research activity concerned with the proposed application content. Program content refers to project information, graphics, data, or facts presented through the multimedia production. The content specialist, according to the direction of the production manager, they make a content out of it to frame out the graphics and whatever the content that can be placed on a particular project. So a content specialist is also have a major role in showing the viewers and making the viewers attracted to their content. So some of the content they prepare is graphics oriented mainly and also facts based upon the project. Nextly, script writer. Video and film script represent a linear sequence of events. The script writer visualizes the concept in three-dimensional environment, virtual reality integration. So, this script writer has a role who have a coding area where they work on the background to give the user what they need, or whatever they search for, it should be generated and brought to them. That area is developed by scriptwriter. So they produce a virtual reality integration to make them feel having the user to have what they really need. So it's kind of sequential to attract. For example, if in YouTube you search a particular topic, cricket, the script writer in the background collects the information and generate a relevant videos on the YouTube. You can see on the YouTube app. So it's a purpose of the script writer. They should produce such kind of activity to attract the user. Nextly, text editor. The content flow logically and the text should always be structured and corrected grammatically. Text and narration is an integration part of the application. The content specialist gives the overall concept and the text editor frames it in a good structured way, so it will be very neat and disciplined and will give positive outcome. He just checks out the grammatical part. So it's the purpose of the text editor. Mainly in documentation they do this activity. Next, the multimedia architect. The multimedia architect integrates all the multimedia building blocks like graphics, text, audio, music, video, photos, and animation by using an authoring software. So, multimedia architect gathers all the relevant contents and script given by the other team members and collects them and frames out using authoring software like Maya, so on. Like they can do it animations mainly and also other kinds of pictures to be displayed on the particular web page or particular tools they use. So they frame it in a structural way. It also creates some kind of good user view and a positive outcome. Nextly, computer graphic architect deals with graphical element of the program like background, bullets, buttons, pictures, editing, 3D objects, and animation and logos. You can see the logos on a particular website which is animated, and also when you click on the menu, it will get animated, or when you use a mouse and scroll around the screen, they get animated. These are the activity created by computer graphic architect to entertain the viewers. Nextly, audio and video specialist deals with narration of digitized video to be added in a multimedia presentation. They are responsible for recording and editing sound effect and digitizing. In some of the website they do have background music, and also when you produce as a CD or a DVD, you can see background music running on the with special effects. They are created by audio and video specialist. And even some of the production, the video in the background will be transparent and it will be running on. So these are the activities done by audio and video specialists, because pictures and hearing makes a person very attracted to the content if it is good. So it also plays a vital role in multimedia production. Nextly, computer programmer. The line of codes are script in appropriate language and develop special function. The computer programmer codes the language and structures it as a function as a group of modules to have a easy access, and also in further in 2 months or 3 months they upgrade the software which we are in place, so we do always have an update. It's a responsibility of the computer programmer. Whenever a failure is found, they will regenerate and reframe the script accordingly and provide it as an update. So it's a duty of the computer programmer. Nextly, webmaster. To create and maintain an internet web page, they convert a multimedia presentation into a web page. The production manager identifies the project content, while the webmaster provides access to wide range of community through web services. Webmaster is very high essential for sharing the content of multimedia which is produced as a documented to be shown on the website or in the as a web pages through internet service providers. They are responsible for that. Through production manager, they will take the essential content to be shown to the user, eliminating the unwanted pages which is not needed to be shown to the user. They are disabled in the background. For example, there are several modules created for teacher and student, but webmaster can disable one page not to be shown to the user but can viewed by the developer. So it's a responsibility of the webmaster to manage the web page. So this is the class of the module 2. In the module 2 we have seen about the steps in multimedia and the production team members and their roles and responsibilities in it. So I hope you enjoy this session. If you have any queries and questions, please comment below so I can reply back, and kindly don't forget to subscribe my channel, so it will be helpful for me to develop more videos. And also I have in my description a link, or you can Google Pay me so I can share the content with you through email to your address. So thank you. Bye bye.